And welcome back to the Shizzo, a show where we talk about anything that I want to talk about because it's my show, the Shizzo. And today, we're asking the question, what is going on in Brookfield, Connecticut? My hometown. Well, not my hometown, but a neighboring town. This is very close to home to me, okay? Where we have new developments about the weirdness going on in Brookfield, man. Now, if you're from where I am in the greater Danbury area, I'm sure you've all heard about what happened in Brookfield High School about a month ago. And this is something I've been wanting to talk about. This was the Tampon story. Have you heard about this? The tampon dispenser in the men's bathroom. Absolute madness. And then today we have a new story coming from Brookfield, this time from the middle school, with one of these freak teachers that you're going to love. You're going to love this story, okay? But before we get into the story of today, I want to take you back just in case you missed it. And for people who aren't in the Connecticut area, what happened in Brookfield about a month ago with the tampon dispenser in the boys' bathroom. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a video I'm going to show you a newscast, a news clip. Okay? That's going to be the first thing I show you, just to give you, inform you of what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Require public schools to provide free menstrual products in all gender bathrooms and at least one men's bathroom. Brookfield High School started the mandate early by placing a dispenser.
Okay, so all Connecticut, I guess, is mandated to do this now. Okay.
With tampons in a boy's bathroom.
Yeah, but within minutes, that dispenser was
Am I recording?
ripped off the wall. NBC Connecticut's Braceda Londaverdi joining us live now in Brookfield with more details on that. Hi, Braceda.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good evening, Amber and Kevin. Now, we're told that the high school principal sent a letter to families notifying them that within just 20 minutes of that tampon dispenser being placed, it was vandalized. Now, NBC Connecticut has not independently obtained a copy of that letter. There is mixed reaction in Brookfield and surrounding towns after female hygiene products were placed in a boys' bathroom.
Could you use a little updating of this school? I mean, really. This looks like a compound. Does this look like a school you want to attend? It's time for an upgrade.
Towns after female hygiene products were placed in a boys' bathroom at the high school in town.
There's never any excuse for vandalism, but I am a firm believer that tampons
Costco.
in the boys' bathroom.
I think that people who have a certain gender.
I didn't even really watch this, but just listen to the concern in her voice. Listen to the concern. I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Who identify with
She's very careful. She doesn't want to say the wrong thing, which is embarrassing. It's like, you're so old. Hey, look at you. You look awful, and you're still concerned about what you say, and like you don't want to step on any toes. Play!
certain genders should be able to use the bathroom that they identify with, and if they need these products, they should have them.
It's all part of the state law. Beginning in the fall of this year, Board of Eds will be required to provide free menstrual products in women's restrooms, all gender restrooms, and in at least one men's restroom for students in grades 3 through 12. The Brookfield superintendent said in a statement,
3 through 12.
for the installation of the dispenser last
Why
week,
does it have to why does it have to be third grade?
it was
Unbelievable.
ripped down from the wall. The school will continue to follow
Yes,
the law, which mandates
ripped
where
down
menstruation
from the
products
wall.
are to be located. The school would not comment further on student discipline. One parent in town who wishes to stay anonymous applauds the high school for taking action and hopes more.
This is so
regarding the
ugly.
topic will be discussed among.
Look at this. I mean, this is what should bother you too. Some of these things that may be slipping your mind. You're hearing about how they're upgrading or, investing in tampon dispensers. They should be updating and investing in their school. We just saw how ugly the school looks. It looks like they haven't washed maybe you can spend some money on some power washing. Maybe, okay, I understand maybe it'd be a whole big thing to do the school, but even though you still should do it, you still should be upgrading the school, remodeling it, tearing it down, building a new one. But at the very least, you should be power washing the bricks, clean it up. And then you see a sign like this, they just let this sit here, and yet they want to put in tampon dispensers into a third grader's boys' bathroom. Okay.
Well, the school is responsible to a point. We're taught what we're taught. And if we're taught hate, it's going to come out in other places. So I commend the school.
Who's teaching hate?
Getting on top of the issue, for talking to the kids already about the incident and trying to put it in the right light.
What? Let's hear that again.
And trying to we're taught hate, it's going to come out in other places.
Nobody's teaching hate.
So I commend the school for getting on top of the issue, for talking to the kids already about the incident and trying to put it in the right light.
Oh, okay. She's talking about the...
Right. Again, school officials tell us they will continue to follow the law, which officially goes into effect September 1st. Live in Brookfield, Bracita Landaverde, NBC Connecticut News. Back to you.
Okay, so that's the newscast. That keeps you... If you haven't heard about this story happening in our own backyard, that is the situation. Now I'm going to show you a video of the kid who tore down the tampon dispenser. Okay, so let's hear him out. See what he has to say. Michael Sistone, high schooler.
Initially,
Brookfield High.
I went to the bathroom because I already knew that the tampon dispensary was in there.
How did you know that it was going to be there? Did the school announce it?
I saw it on a lot of people's stories on like Snapchat and stuff, but the school didn't notify us at all.
And what was your reaction when you saw it?
My, I guess objective going in there was just to see what was going on, and then it turned it into me taking it down because I was so this is gross and weird, and they didn't tell us anything about this. I just want to put the point across that it wasn't out of hate for trans people at all. I don't have a single ounce of hate for anyone. I did it because I personally felt strongly about it, and I felt that the school should have notified us, all of our families, because it's from grades 3 to 12 that they told us in the email. And I feel like something of that proportion should definitely be notified to everyone. I feel like something like that is something really huge, and this agenda is something that we as young people aren't really used to having on us at all. We have never learned to deal with situations like that. We've never learned to deal with things like this. I ended up meeting with the principal, with Miss Slop and my mom. Miss Slop proposed an idea saying that our principal should send out an apology email saying that what I did was not out of hate. I did it because it was something I just personally felt strongly about. But the reason why I decided to end up taking this, go public with this, is because he didn't end up sending that email that he said he would send.
Okay. So that's the first thing that's going on in Brookfield. And again, this happened about a month ago. This is something I've been wanting to talk about. I've been waiting for my buddy Kyle to get here to film with me. But, he's got a lot on his plate right now. So, I'm trying to get him here at least once a week to help me. Because, with certain topics, Certain topics I can do on my own. Certain topics, like this would have been perfect, Kyle, for you to fucking be here with me on this. Me and Kyle, we went to school together, graduated, same grade. And, there's so much. This would have been such a better video if he was here. But unfortunately, it's just me. So I'm taking it from here, okay? But I'm going to get back to why Kyle would have been perfect for this video after I get into the next topic, which happened today. A new incident at Brookfield. This time, this was at the middle school, not the high school. I believe, okay? Now, remember what I've told you. I have sources everywhere, I have people everywhere, okay? And this is how I found out about this today, okay? And I'm going to show you, wait, should I show you the video? I'm going to show you the video first. Okay, this came out today. Exclusive. Art teacher at Brookfield Public Schools in Connecticut tells students that if they question transgenderism, they are a bigot. Simply calling a man is considered bigoted by our education system now. Brookfield Public Schools did not respond to a request for a comment. Okay, so let's listen to the video. Sarah Bratchell, Connecticut art teacher. Boy, she fits the bill, doesn't she, for an art teacher? Like, she's perfect, isn't she? All right.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. That those of you that have some sort of indication that you are somehow qualified to be talking junk about folks that may identify differently than you, make you sound like a bigot. So it's okay if you don't agree. It's okay if it's not your preference. It's okay if it's not who you are. You have to keep your mouth closed about being mean and making fun of others. Snap it from the skin. You don't have to agree. It's not for you. If you are not transgender, that's fine. Who cares?
Okay, so this is good, actually. So I'm glad I showed you the video. So I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to finish this. Then I'm going to get back to my sources. Then we're going to come back to the video.
Snap if that makes sense. You don't have to like it. It doesn't have to be any part of who you are, but what you're not going to do is make fun of folks and be mean. Take care of you. Not everything is about you. Not everything is for you. Get yourself educated so that the words that come out of your mouth don't make you sound like a bigot. Stop if you understand. Stop. Is it that?
Okay, so did somebody say something bad? Like, this is an interesting video, right? You're hearing this video, you're like, okay, so what's going on here? What's the context? Was somebody making fun of a transgender student in the class? Like what was going on here? Okay, so let's find out what was going on. All right, let's go to my sources. Come on, come with me. What happened? So tied up here. Okay. All right, so now let's check out my sources. This is what happened. Okay. So my friend has a friend who has a kid who attends Brookfield Middle School. Okay, and so when he saw this, he reached out to her, okay? And this is the text message. This is the parent speaking in right here, okay? I saw this. I was just showing my coworker, Brooklyn, who I imagine is the student's name, was in that class when it was recorded. I've already had her moved out of her class. My friend asked, what prompted this rant by her? What are others saying? She was showing the kids pictures of women and asked, what do they all notice about the paintings? And they said, all of them are women. I feel like she has set them up for this conversation. She lost it and was like, facial features don't mean what gender you are. Okay, so that is what was going on. Okay, so again, the kid was in class. She was showing the kids paintings of women and asked them, like, what's in common with all these paintings? And they said, well, they're all women. And then she lost it. Now, let's go back to her little rant here.
You are talking over me. I'm not okay with that. So let's try it again.
Let's try it again.
Something right now.
Uh-oh.
Those of you that have some sort of indication that you are somehow qualified to be talking junk about folks that may identify differently than you, make you sound like a bigot. So,
Wait, let's go back to what did she say?
and I'm going to tell you something right now.
I'll tell you something right now.
That those of you
For those of you
that have some sort of
that have some sort of mood,
indication that you are somehow qualified
you guys think you're qualified
to be talking junk about folks that may identify
to be talking about folks that may identify as this or that?
differently than you, make you sound like a bigot.
Make you sound like a bigot.
So it's okay if you don't
Okay.
agree. It's okay if it's not your preference. It's okay if it's... So it's okay if you don't agree. It's okay if it's not your preference. It's okay if it's not who you are. And you have to keep your mouth closed about being mean and making fun of others. Snap it to understand. You don't have to agree. It's not for you.
Why is she going on this rant? Are we missing something? Maybe we're missing something. Maybe. I doubt it, though. I mean, all you got to do is hear her speak and then look at this picture, and you know what's up.
If you are not transgender, that's fine. Who cares? It's not who you need. Snap if that makes sense. You don't have to like it. It doesn't have to be part of who you are, but what you're not going to do is make fun of folks and be mean. Take care of you. Not everything is about you. Not everything is for you. Get yourself educated so that the words that come out of your mouth don't make you sound like a bigot. Stop if you understand. Stop. Is it that?
Okay, and that's the end of the video. Okay, so there's so much to unpack here, right? There's so much to talk about. Where do we even start with this? So, going back to the text message, it does sound like, obviously, like she said, that she was setting up the students. This is what happened. I can tell you what happened. She had this rant in her head, and she wanted to find a way to get it out. So the way she does, and this tells you all you need to know. This is her great idea of how to get into this rant that she had in her head. Notice in the text, it didn't say, hey, this is what started it. People were making anti-trans comments. No, she simply showed them pictures of women and asked them, what do all the paintings have in common? And they said women. And then what did she get upset about? She lost it. It was like, facial features don't mean what gender you are. And then she went off into the rant that you heard. I mean, this stuff is crazy. All right, so what do I want to add to this? Okay, and again, this is why I'm upset with my buddy Kyle, because if he was here, again, since we went to school together, all the stories that we have, because our grade was one of the worst grades ever. We were so bad. I mean, we were fun, we were mischievous, but yeah, I mean, we were bad. To the point where I have friends who are a teacher at the school I went to And our grade 20 years later is still being talked about amongst the teachers that were there and who are still there. That's how bad we were. And, when I see things like this, I can't help but think how we would have reacted. Because the amount of times that we've made, the amount of times we made teachers cry. Okay? I mean, it would blow your mind. I mean, we were so bad. We would make teachers cry. And by the way, I say this, honestly, not one of the teachers that we made cry ever deserved it. But, that's just how you are as, when you're kids. It's not about making her cry. We never had intentions to make a teacher cry. The intention was always to amp each other up. So we would always be trying to do things to get ourselves amped up and fucking crazy and just doing outrageous stuff to entertain ourselves, right? And then to the point where these teachers would cry. It wasn't our intention to make them cry. And again, none of them ever deserves that. But that's what happened. And so I say this basically because if you're in a school, okay, and you have one of these freak teachers who have this weird agenda, you have to give these people a hard time. Like, you have to. You have to understand that you don't have to put up with this stuff. You really don't. It's one thing if a teacher, of this ilk is nice, right? And they are, saying, hey, they're educating you on transgenderism or, whatever, on sex or race, whatever, all these things that they talk about now. If they're being normal and they're being reasonable and they're saying, saying, hey, guys, these are people too. Some people, feel like they're a woman even though they're a boy. Or some people are a woman, they feel like they're a guy. And this is, how it is. And, you should, still treat them with respect and as a human being, that should be the extent of the education of transgenderism, sexism or whatever, anti-homo. That should be the extent of the education. But instead, we see these teachers all the time doing these outlandish things. And it's like, whether it's making these kids watch, have these drag people come into their school and put on these drag performances, or, it's like, threatening students, like, hey, we're going to reprimand you if, you don't accept, all this crazy stuff. I should have found all these videos of these, these crazy teachers pushing this agenda and the way they do it. Like there's in a way that's, they're so smug, and they're shaming and they're if you don't, if you don't fall in line with everything that we say, you're this, that, and that, and you're going to get reprimanded and you're going to be outed as, anti this, anti that. And I mean, it's absolutely wild. And I don't know how this goes on. I don't know why parents aren't up in arms. Like, where are the parents? You know, I feel like even the parents have like law, like, hey, parents, you don't have to put up with this. Your kids don't, the kids don't have to put up with it, and the parents don't have to put up with it. Like, where are you? You should be pushing back on freak teachers like this. You know, this teacher clearly has, you know, an agenda to, like, you know, like, beat this stuff into you and like do it in a way that's just so off. And that's the thing, is it's so off. Their approach to these things is so off. We see it so many times. They're so off. And I mean, it's like, you know, you have to accept, you know, it's like, for example, Black History Month. You know, you see these videos of these freak teachers who will take Black History Month as an opportunity to shame white people and, you know, tell them how racist they are, and your racist patriarchal society causes all these problems and stuff like that. Like, that's their approach. You know what I mean? They take Black History Month and make it, in a way, they make it about themselves, you know, to push, you know, to they make it about themselves, and they use it to, like, shame you. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. And anyway, I just want to say this to any kids who may come across this video. Okay. That if you have a teacher like this, again, if they're reasonable, if they're normal, if they are educating you in a way where it's just completely reasonable, and it's to the extent of, hey, guys, you know, understand that some people are like this and they're a little bit different than you, and you should respect them and stuff. To that extent, it's fine. But when you see teachers who are freaks and they're pushing agendas and they're making you do all these things and thinking these certain ways, and, you know, if you don't get in line, you're going to be affected with either your grades or, you know, getting in trouble of some sort. If that is your teacher, you must give them a hard time. If you ever have a teacher like this, your goal should be to make them cry, because these teachers would deserve it. Again, the teachers that, you know, we made cry in high school, they didn't deserve it. We were just crazy kids. We were just trying to entertain ourselves and take over the class. But if you have a teacher like this, these teachers deserve to cry. And so if you have a teacher like this, laugh at them, mock them, and give them the hardest time that you possibly could every day. Make them want to quit. Get them out of here. You have the power. I don't want you to, you know, sit here and think that, like, you just have to put up with this crap. You don't. You can fight back. And I think the best way to fight back is to laugh at them, mock them, make fun of them, and make them cry every single day until they either change, until they either straighten out, or they quit. And then that brings me to my final point here. No, actually, it's not a final point. It's just, whatever. The final thing I want to say today. Okay? Because I want to start getting some traction on my channel here. If you have a freak teacher like this, and you're able to laugh at them, mock them, make fun of them, to the point where they start crying, send me the video, and you will receive a $50 gift card. If, because I need followers. I'm not going to start handing out prizes and rewards with, nobody following my channel. But if you're a kid watching this and you have a freak teacher, first of all, get me subscribers. Give me all the subscribers. I need at least, let's put a number on it. I need at least 1,000 subscribers. If you can get me 1,000 subscribers, sharing this with your friends, following, sharing with your friends, all that stuff, commenting, all that stuff. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will start rewarding you people, you kids, for making your teachers like this, freak teachers, not reasonable teachers. I don't want to see reasonable teachers I want to see freak teachers getting put through the hardest time, and I want to see them crying. I need to see video evidence of this. When you send me, when I get the 1,000, when you get me the 1,000 subscribers, and when you start sending me in these videos of proof that you're giving these teachers the hardest time, I will reward you $50 gift card to somewhere. I don't know, maybe just a $50 gift card for you to use anywhere. Okay? So that's my whatever you want to call it. My proposal to you, because we need to start, I mean, really, guys, we need to start pushing back on this. And, God, man, when I see these videos, and I know Kyle feels the same way, he's not here, I just think about when we were in high school, man. And if one of these freak teachers existed back when we were in high school, it would have been, we would have been like rabid dogs. We would have been salivating at the chance to go after a teacher like this. We literally would have been salivating like rabid dogs. I'm telling you. I sometimes I wish I could go back in school when I see things like this, because it would have been glorious, absolutely glorious. Okay, so that's the video for now, or for today. But I'm going to film some more content because I haven't filmed in a couple weeks. I've been busy at work, busy gambling, and busy doing a lot of stuff. But I'm back now, okay? And I'll be doing stuff more consistent. And again, hey, you're watching this video, get me subscribers. I need subscribers. I need people following this channel. I need people sharing this channel, commenting. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, and I will start handing out $50 gift cards for any time you make one of your freak teachers cry. That's my promise to you. Okay? All right, that's it for now. We'll catch you next time.